Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again, and today we're gonna take a look at the IG-11 figure from Star Wars Vintage Collection, The Mandalorian. Well, there you can see IG-11. I have two copies here and two more on my way. I just, wanted to make sure I didn't miss the figure. You know that thing, and the FOMO. And especially after some people started reviewing it and they were like, this is amazing and all of that. Here we see the scene from that first chapter of The Mandalorian. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you watch The Mandalorian. I mean, if you're watching this, I guess you have watched the series by now. And the rest of the figures of this series. So let me take this one out of the way, get my X-Acto knife, and get this guy out of his plastic prison. Yeah, I also decided to open this one because maybe you can see, I mean, this was by Amazon and they did their thing and it came all crushed. You can see the bubble, maybe you can see, I don't know. The bubble is crushed and it's cracked there in the corner. The other one is a bit bent on a corner, but yeah, both were a bit squashed, but I hope the other ones that are on their way are gonna be properly packaged and not like garbage, So there we have, of course, we have this little sheet with legal stuff, and there we have our IG-11 figure. And yeah, he looks nice. I guess just by looking at it, it will be a bit of a frail figure, so let's see how I can take it off the tray without breaking it. Well, there it is. Wasn't that terrible. And the weapons are held there, by some tape. I already felt that weapon. It feels a bit, it's quite rubbery, it's super flexible. If that's a good thing or a bad thing, I mean, I live in Germany, so I think it's not such a big problem here, but I guess places where it gets really hot, well, it also gets really hot here in the summer, but it's not the same as where I come from, Veracruz, Mexico. It's super humid and super hot, and plastics get quite, they pay the price. And yeah, this little figure it has it. I decided to open this as the second of my Mandalorian vintage collection figures because, well, actually the second character he meets is the Mithril and then Grief Karga and all of that. Yeah, but anyway, I just opened this guy. I also have Grief Karga. I don't have the Mithril yet. Waiting on that one. So as you can see, I'm being very careful with how I push here and there. So this guy, it seems everything can turn around. Well, everything, I mean, he has a lot of points of articulation. You always want to, I mean, especially with these thin limbs, you want to press close to the articulation point. You don't want to do it here. You want to, support exactly behind the part where the action is happening. I mean, that you want to move. He has a lot of I mean, maybe he's the most articulated figure, and he has normal, well, a T-joint here for the hips. See, you can do, if I turn the feet, you can do some fun stuff. I mean, that's just out of the packaging. Look at that. And yes, he is a really cool figure. The other thing I've heard is like, yeah, you can turn this middle part, you can turn the upper part of the head, and these two sections they can turn separately. I just went into articulation and all of that. This doesn't have any proper order. I think for the head is just a hinge. He has no, well, I'm guessing stuff, you know. I don't see like the head moving like back and forth, just turning around. He has all this work. This is the back. He has these plastic pieces here. I don't know if those come off. I'll check that later. I think it's not supposed to come off. I don't know. Maybe. Of course, I don't want to break it, but I think it's not supposed to come off. I just don't really know. Maybe it's connected to the part on the front. I don't know, but it's very nice amount of detail. He can turn there. And I think, I mean, we have now the Vandalier, right? Can I take it off without? If you pop the arms very carefully, well, that was easy. This was easy as well. Then you can pull the Vandalier. This thing, I hope I'm saying the right word. You know, my native language is Spanish. And English is something I just learned by doing, so maybe I don't have all the words, but yeah. Then we take this off, as you can see, and I mean, this guy is kind of a little work of art of a figure. I mean, especially for the scale. He's much, yeah, I mean, the Black Series, I also collect Black Series. I'm not gonna we got the better one. I mean, no, I don't want to attack anyone, but I don't want to say like, oh, this is just a new figure, and the one from the Black Series has been around for a while. They're also due. I mean, if they just did this on the 6-inch scale, there you have it. You don't have to do much more. I guess. I mean, everything here is, yeah, it's spot on. It's super. Super, what an expression. So there you have it. He can do crazy stuff, and I mean, now I'm actually glad I have more on their way, because I can open at least one more and have it without the Vandalier. And there you can have IG-12, for example. I mean, this is specific robot, but you can paint. I mean, it could be also like an army builder, you know, of assassin droids. Why not? I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one having this thought. Anyway, let's give him back his stuff. Well, he turns there. I don't know if he has more. If this lower part, oh, look at that, it also turns there. So he can really be like getting all crazy in directions. How do I get this back on? Well, just like that. So there you have him. Then we give him his arms back. It's really very nicely detailed. The other thing is I think he's supposed to be larger, and he is larger than the human-sized characters, for example. I won't say I don't care, but I don't care for now. Now, first of all, let's take a look at these weapons. I think they're the same ones that come with. I mean, this is no surprise. It's the same that comes with every stormtrooper or Scarif trooper or such. I don't know if the same mold. Anyway, it's there. And he comes with this one with metallic, with gunmetal brush. I mean, sculpted in black plastic, and it has a gunmetal dry brush added to it. Oh god, this is gonna be a thing. How to give him the weapons. I have the feeling I just have to snatch that finger. I just don't want to break things. Would be too soon, right? Well, I guess I managed to. Just have to have faith. I mean, you have the hand here and you have this very specific grip. So I guess that finger in the middle, you have to just meet the trigger hole, however that's called properly. First, I'll do it this way around. Maybe I'm wrong. In any case, you just have to put it there. It's hard to do on camera, and I don't want to keep wasting, to waste time on that. In any case, he can, of course, he can lift the arms so far. He can do the 360. He can turn here. It's a ball joint, of course, and that peg goes into the arm and also could turn, but it's not even necessary, I think. It's turning on the ball joint to the shoulder. You have also turn here, you have turn there, so you have even more turn that you would actually need. The only thing that could be great is if the hand could swivel. I don't know if it's necessary. He's a robot and he doesn't have to be that. He's tubular, so it makes sense that he's not super. Yeah, it's a mechanical thing, so he doesn't flex the. Well, he would if he had the joint, but it's understandable that he has other ways of posing, let's say it like that. The legs, as you saw, they can open just like this. They can just do like that. How nice it would be. The rest of the figures, they have like Y joints, Y pegs for the hips. This guy has a T. He has T, just horizontal shape. It goes in like this instead of coming from the top. I don't know the exact reason. It's always a bit of a pain to pose the. I love the vintage collection. Just the only thing has why they decided to do the hips like that, like this, like coming from the top of the body. I don't know. Maybe it's durability. Maybe it's. If you know, please let me know in the comments. And by the way, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a like if you enjoy my content or this specific video. As you can see, the tubes are, I don't know if you can see, but the tubes there are molded in black, and they are different plastic going into this like copperish plastic. The leg is molded or is painted. I think it's molded on gunmetal gray, and it has this like dark copper detail there, or brown. This figure is really is a nice addition. It's really, you have to get one at least. Don't hesitate. It's a higher level of articulation, and it has much more points of articulation than the rest of the figures, and it's super detailed. The sculpt is really sharp. Of course, it's a bit flimsy because it's all thin and that, but it's, yeah, it has it. It definitely has it. So there we have a focus. I just dropped that weapon because it was a little pain. Here we have, for size comparisons, of course, Boba Fett, because he's still there laying around. Here we have, who do we have around? Oh, look at who's around here. Ayla Secura. This is the one from 2012 or something. I mean, the original one. She's taller than the man. Well, the face is on the same height. They scale well, maybe. Well, she's a tall Jedi woman, warrior. But of course, she's not as tall as IG-11, which, I mean, it's nice to have the assassin droid being imposing by height. There you have Ulik, because he's one of my larger 3.75 scale figures. Here we have, who else do we have? Yes, an AIM trooper, or AIM. He's called like AIM because, you know, robots, and it's nice. I mean, they could team up. Definitely. And last but not least, here we have, well, this might be a bit larger. It's fine, right? A Cobra is a fine pilot. I don't have the troopers yet from the retro. I don't know if they're it seems they stopped with this retro line. At least for now they stopped. Well, at least it gives me time to get the ones I don't have now yet. But yeah, that's it for this review. I hope it was useful. Definitely get this guy. He's a really, really nice figure. Just to finish it up, I mean, I didn't say the feet. They also have this. Of course, he has knees and can go a bit, well, like 90 degrees. And then the feet can swivel like this and vertically back and forth. He has no tilt, but he has all the mobility that he can do very like square moves, if that's a way to say things. So definitely get this guy. Is really necessary for your vintage collection. And yeah, it's a great addition and a great, I guess, success or achievement for the line. I mean, to get this amount of detail and articulation in this size is really nice. He's really an upgrade. I don't have the IG-88. If there's an IG-88 of the vintage collection, I have no idea. I guess there is one. But this one is really great figure. So I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.